Alright, today is the day I am going to get absolutely trashed. I was gonna go ahead and try and use the deck beforehand to get a good grip of it, but I didn't! So, I am going to get destroyed. Let's try out my hentai deck. The weekend tournament preliminaries will begin shortly. Only today's winners will receive a ticket to tomorrow's finals. Now, duelist, both step forward. Got me and oh shit, Mokuba. Oh, what? Tweet. This is a warning. You have a forbidden card on your deck. God damn it, the rules changed. If you don't take them out, I won't let you duel. I want to select my stupid ass deck. What do I have? I don't have change of heart. Oh, I haven't changed decks. That's what it is. Ah, crap. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that now. Alright, well, oh god. Hold on. Shut up, Mokuba. God. There we go. Now I managed to switch over the right deck. Alright, let's go ahead and paper always. Oh, what a jerk. Alright. Paper always. There we go. Let's go ahead. We're gonna go seconds. Give ourselves a little bit of an advantage here. See how horrible this is gonna end up. Alright, not a bad hand. Probably a decent starting hand now that I think about it, because I could have set trap hole, and if he would have attacked, or if he would have tried to attack, I could have wrecked him. But aside from that, his ultimate offering onto the trap hole. You have to set the timing for this. When a monster is summoned and flip summon, oh boy. I don't know which is more annoying, having to set the timing every time I set a card, or every time I play a card, it constantly asking me, hey, you want to play a card? Hey, you want to play your card? Hey, your opponent breathed. You want to play a card? Is that effect? Yep. Okay, cool. Seconds effect, and I'll add, I guess, Starboy, so I can try and use that next turn. And I guess I'll end my turn. Can't really do anything after that. Let's see. Go ahead. Summon Ancient Elf. Cool. Go ahead and get fucked, my friend. Do I want? What am I gonna chain to it? I don't want to chain anything. I'm not gonna use two trap holes at once. Okay, Dying Keto. I don't care too much about that. I can't really summon much else. I guess I'll summon Starboy. And I will not attack. Let me see if I can ban to summon another monster. There we go. Nice. Crappy ass card. It's fine because I got another trap hole. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, so the fact that he's not flipping that up tells me that's obviously some kind of flip effect. Oh, sweet. A giant red sea snake. Go ahead and summon that. Let's go ahead and attack his monster. That's probably going to be Penguin Soldier. Maybe? I don't know. Or it's going to be a defensive monster. Oh, no, it's just a random card. I don't know why the hell he didn't flip that up before. He could have totally gotten rid of Starboy. Whatever. Not even gonna. This kid can go ahead and do whatever the hell he wants. I think this is the kid that I complained about that his hat was not shaded, but that was just because of how far away I was from the screen. His hat is actually. It looks shitty, but it was pretty shaded. Oh no, your monster was benefiting from Starboy. It went and attacked Starboy. Alright. I guess that makes sense. Let's see. 7 colored fish. Alright. Let's go ahead and activate Dying Keto. Just gonna go ahead and massage my giant red sea snake so I can get some more life points there, and then I'll summon my 7 colored fish after I got the massage, and didn't really go too well. I got all weird and discolored. Let's go ahead and attack now. This Fairy of the Fountain. Go right through that fountain and then attack directly with my giant red sea snake. There we go. I mean, at the very least, as garbage as this deck is, I do have the snakes, these 2 sea serpents, so they're at least pretty good beat sticks. If I get like Yumikuri and stuff out on the field, that'd be pretty good. Do I have any? No, I don't have any monsters for this. Yeah, she doesn't do anything. She doesn't increase attack or defenses. She just lets you use the effect of Yumi, which is okay if you have those kind of Yumi-based decks, but I can't I don't know if I can use her for Lemme Dragon, to be honest. But I'm like 90% sure that I can't destroy her for a Lemme Dragon effect. But I guess if I ever get that card out, we'll find out, quite honestly. We'll cross that road when we get there. But I'm sorry if these episodes, I know a lot of the stuff I've recorded recently has not sounded great, and that's just because of the echo that's currently in the room that I'm in right now. I've somewhat found a way to balance it out. I have the door open and the closet next to me open, so I feel like maybe the my sound, my voice has more places to bounce off, so it echoes and reverberates a lot less. But I know there's still somewhat of an echo. There's not really too much that I can do about that until pretty soon, but that's basically what I'm trying to get into. Soon my girlfriend is going to be coming down. She's coming down today, actually, which is why I'm trying to get a bunch of episodes out today, as much as I can. Not so much out, but like record a bunch of stuff, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to record when she's here, because I still got to work that out. It's not so much because like it's an issue with her. She has no problem with recording. She encourages me. She supports me 100%, which is cool, because I'm always like, I suck. I don't want to do this anymore. This is stupid. And she's always like, no, keep at it, or whatnot, which is nice. Great. Fefnir, I think you can't draw now. But the problem is that I'm super self-conscious, and the thought of someone hearing me record makes me very, you know, embarrassed, I guess is the word. So, oh boy. Do I even have anything? Oh, I just have one already. So, I don't know what to do about that. I think I'll be okay eventually. I'll get over it. I didn't get to see in the beginning if this was a match duel, actually. But yeah, I'll be fine. I'll get over it. The only issue is that I don't know. Feel like I just feel like it's gonna take me some time to get used to it. So I don't want to sort of have that be an issue. Going some Maiden of Aqua. There's Bay, and summon Bay again. Yeah, I just didn't want it to be an issue, so I'm making sure that I can at the very least record a bunch of stuff now. So in the meanwhile, while I get my jitters sorted out, I can edit all that stuff and have some sort of content out there, and then once I run out of that, then by then, hopefully, I'll have my jitters figured out and we'll be back on track. Because I know I kind of started recording again abruptly recently, because I just wanted to do something while I was here, because there wasn't really much that I could do. I don't have any of my stuff yet. All I have is clothes, my laptop, and my Switch. So I really wasn't able to do too much, so I figured I'd be able to at least record. Nice, got 300 DP. And I wanted to at least try and do that. I believe I have to just come in tomorrow, yeah. Yes, I wanted to at least try to be able to like record and stuff, but you know, with the whole echoing and stuff, haven't been too great. It hasn't been too great in my opinion, but I've had fun with it, you know. I haven't recorded as much as I wanted to, definitely, but I'm kind of getting sick and tired of the start and stop, which is why I'm hoping that I'll get rid of, or not so much get over my subconsciousness and my embarrassment of it, and then I'll be able to start recording again soon. Oh, it's gonna be Teo. All right. Hey, I see it written on your face that you're glad you're facing me instead of one of the other guys. That's not nice. Now I'm really have to win. Whatever, Teo. It's fine, Teo. Take on my hentai deck. That's. Ugh. Alright, so this one's a match duel. That's fine. Might take a bit because Taya does have, I believe she has the deck that she pretty much runs in every game, which is like LP, gaining LP, and then she uses, yep, there it is, and then she uses, what is it? Saint Joanne or whatever it is, and then she has Marie the Fallen One in her graveyard, so that way she can, get life points every turn, and she gets Solemn Wishes, and then a bunch of nonsense. But she's basically stuck with that deck for like every single game, as far as I know. A lot of the handheld games, I've seen her use that a variation of that deck. As you can see here, she has Cure Mermaid, which gives you LP. So it's basically what they've kind of relegated her to be as, which is funny because they decided to not entirely do that in Duel Links, and Duel Links is more like a fairy / spellcaster thing, because her key card is Dark Magician Girl for whatever stupid reason, and it kind of makes sense because in the anime that was like her card. It was that or Magician of Faith. I'm still not over the fact that they put in they put in Taya in the first place as a legendary duelist when like technically she dueled. All right, fine. She technically dueled once, and she did beat Joey, and she did beat Mai. Technically, but we all know that was just dumb. Joey had a garbage ass deck, and Mai let her win. But I don't know. I don't really like the fact I have my certain complaints with how they're handling certain characters that they're bringing out. Like I'm glad finally for example for GX, we just got Cyrus, which is nice, or Show, which is great. I mean, he should have been around since the beginning. He's one of the first. Isn't this lower? Okay, what would you attack? Great. He's literally in every single episode of GX, pretty much. But it's nice because they kind of made fun of the event. They called it like it was tardy Cyrus whenever he showed up, because obviously he showed up to the party late. And his whole like little story arc is like, what the hell? Why didn't you guys tell me? So that was nice. I really like that. At least he showed up. But now we basically got all the main cast except for Zane. He's basically the only person that we're missing outside of like the main cast. For if we're talking just like base season, like first initial characters, and then it's gonna be Tyranno or Kenzan. I don't remember what his actual name is. Like the dub. I know his first or last name is Kenzan. Something like that. I don't really fucking know. But that's basically the only character that they're missing, and then I'm not sure if they're ever going to bring him in anytime soon, because he's basically Rex Raptor. Honestly, he's going to have the same things as Rex Raptor. Jurassic World is actually his card, which is funny. So I don't really know what they're going to really do if they decide to bring him in. And they kind of have to, because he's also pretty much in every episode. He actually duels, Like, I complain about, like, Tristan not being in the game, even though he's in every episode as well. But I get it, fine, whatever. And they had the April Fool's event, which is funny. But Kenzan really needs to get brought in. I just don't know how they're gonna work him. It's kind of hard. I'm sure they can come up with new abilities. Like if I actually sat and thought about it, I'm sure there's a lot of different abilities that they can come up with that Rex doesn't have. Like Rex has a lot of like shitty abilities. Like I can give him Jurassic World, obviously, but slightly better abilities. But I'm trying to think if he does anything. If Kenzan really does anything like special. He doesn't really. He has like Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, or I forgot what his like trump card is. He has some giant dinosaur as his trump card, and he also has. He doesn't really have any like sort of like theme. His cards are kind of just dinosaurs. They don't really like. Really like doing it. Like Judai, his thing is like fusing, right? He has E-Hero. He has its own archetype. Kenzan just has dinosaurs. Like he doesn't have really anything to write home about, So I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what they would do to bring him in, but they can just give him some stuff. But then aside from that, once they bring in him and Zane, they pretty much got the entire main cast from GX down packed. The only people that they're missing is maybe Chumley. I don't know if they want to bring him in. They'll probably bring him in because they like bringing in random stupid ass characters. Like they gave us Bones. They'll probably give us Esperoba. If I remember correctly, we're getting Esperoba, which is going to be a bit of an issue because we're going to have to deal with Jinzo now. And that's pretty OP. But yeah, we're going to get Esperoba, we got Bones, and these guys have only dueled like once. Bones twice, but Esperoba literally once, one episode, maybe two, maybe they split it up into 2 episodes, but that was it, And he really does nothing after that. He just lives on in the embodiment of Jinzo, which is now this Joey's card, which is pretty funny. But yeah, for GX, the thing with GX is that they had their main cast, and then they had a lot of like single one-off characters that they had to duel against, which was what made GX sort of like different. Is it wasn't it was that's what was good about GX, is that they had all these little random duels. They shortened the duel so it wasn't like 5 episodes for one duel every single time. It was just every episode it was a duel, which was nice. Some of them were kind of gimmicky and whatnot, but whatever. The only thing is, oh, you bitch. The only issue with that is that it led to a lot of random side characters that aren't really that important. But I mean, if I really have to think about it, there are some characters they can bring in. Like there is Claire, or Blair, I think is her name, Blair, which would be, I've always thought that they were going to bring her in just so they can have more girls in the game, because I remember they did a commercial a while back, and it was like guy and girl, you know, he was Yami, she was Mai, and they're trying to, like, I guess they're trying to like do that kind of thing when they play both markets, even though obviously Yugi was mainly male-oriented as far as I know, but I get that. But yeah, they only have the one chick for GX, and the 3 chicks for Vanilla for DM, which is funny because they had to bring in Ishizu. They're like, shit, we need another girl, so they had to bring in Ishizu from the get-go. I don't know why they brought in Odion. That one was kind of, that one still to this day blows my mind. But they brought in Odion, and then what do I have? Okay, everyone's turn, so that's fine. They brought in Odion, and they have Ishizu, and it's kind of like, alright. But I'm kind of hoping that for DM, if they bring in any other characters, that they bring in, I'm gonna play the Clash's Battle, I guess. When they bring in Diane, but it's kind of hard to consider that, because they already have enough characters that use dragons, so I don't know if they'll bring her in. She doesn't really have a lot of like key cards either. I'm hoping they'll bring in Rebecca too, but again, similar thing. She just kind of uses dragons. We already have Mokuba and Kaiba for that, and then they also have Chaz. So they got a lot of people that can specialize using dragons. So, because the way I think about it is their impact in the anime, and also their sort of how well they're perceived with fans. And then the final point being what kind of skills and cards they can bring into the game. Rebecca and Diane, not really much, unless they decide to make anime exclusive cards for them, which would be cool. But I don't really know how much that'll come to fruition, but we'll see. But we're talking about GX. Blair is in the same exact situation as Rebecca. Literally, they're pretty much the same age, I think. But she's just another girl. Aside from that, the only other main sort of characters that they can bring in is just put her in defense mode. Just get it over now so it doesn't ask me for it later. The only other cards I can think of, the other duelist that I can think of for GX really is, I know there's going to be a Yubel event soon because they teased that during the, it was either the 1 year, no, it wasn't the 1 year anniversary. Was it the 1 year anniversary? It was either the 1 year anniversary or it was the, yeah, increase the defense also. It was the New Year's, the little thing, they like teased Yubel, but they haven't done anything on it yet, which is kind of lame. And I was really psyched when Tristan was announced, or not announced, when they did the April Fool's event. I thought it was going to be Yubel, and I was like losing my shit almost, but then it just turned out to be Tristan. I was like, I was disappointed for like a millisecond. I was like, oh shit, it's Tristan. But yeah, Yubel will probably get brought in. I don't really know how they'll handle Yubel. They're definitely going to do an event for her, and I'm hoping the event is going to be good because there's a lot that they can do with Yubel event-wise, the whole spirit world and stuff, but I don't know if I really want to have Yubel as a duelist. She did duel a bunch of people, so she's definitely she could definitely be considered a legendary duelist, but I don't really know if I want to use Yubel. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can think of. Yeah, they can do more of the villains like Sartorius, Banner. That's about it. And they can do Fubuki. But yeah, they don't really have, like, I can't think of any characters that are not just one-offs. Sigh, I lost, but don't think I'm quitting. As long as I keep working at it, I can accomplish anything. Congratulations, this week's champion is you! Hope this victory will be a stepping stone to even more championships in your future. This ends this week's weekend tournament. Yay! We got a trophy. 700 DP. Wow. That was underwhelming. Can barely buy a pack of cards with that. Alright, so here's the thing with the weekend tournament. I have to do some research online. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I've heard two different things where like I have to do the card shop tournament a bunch of times to unlock, you know, my Rex and stuff, which I did, and I saw again. I thought it was the same source I read that the first time, but it says I need to do the weekend tournament a bunch of times to do that. What? And then now I have to do the weekend tournament like 7 times to get the next tournament, so I'm not entirely sure what it is that I need to do next, basically. In any case, Hentai deck is working out just fine, so I will probably figure out. I'm gonna go ahead and between this episode and next, see what it is that I have to do for the next episode. I've had to do the weekend tournament a bunch more times. I'm gonna do that off screen. I might do one more weekend tournament, just because if it's. I feel like I've taken out a bunch of the random duelists. I'll maybe do one episode of random duelists, one episode, maybe another weekend tournament, and then sign up for the next tournament, which should be the Kaiba Cup. Or the Kaiba Corp tournament. I'm not sure which one of the two it is. But I'll figure that out in a sec. Stay fresh.